Good afternoon, traders. It is Thursday, October 29th, 2015, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, we had a good day today, but it was kind of a hair-pulling day, and I'll show you more about that. After this insane sell-off after the Fed announcement and the recovery that we saw yesterday, I predicted that the Dow was going to go quite a bit higher today, and I was wrong on that. It did not go higher. Dow ended up closing a negative 23, although it had some volatility and chose to kind of consolidate and move sideways rather than go higher. Regardless, just looking at the Dow, I'll talk about the other stuff right now later, but looking at the Dow, this in no way suggests any problem here with this bull market. As I'm looking at, we had a fairly significant sell-off, like the second hour here, and I actually looking at this as a second bull spike. This was the major bull spike yesterday. This is another one we had today, and it recovered from that. And not only that, you notice that the high here toward the end of the day actually took out the high from yesterday. I think this thing is going higher, and I'm going to call it up for tomorrow. In spite of the fact that I was wrong about my prediction today, I'm calling it up again tomorrow. We had a pretty good day, actually. We closed out positive $14,000, over $14,000 in our closeout trades. That's a couple $1,000s shy of what we had yesterday on the close, but all things considered, I think we're really lucky to get out with over $14,000 of profits, and I'll show you about that in a second. We are carrying negative over $2,000 going into tomorrow, but closed out over $14,000 compared with negative $2,000 open trade. That's not bad. We had a good day. But it was a hair-pulling day, let me tell you. And let me show you the first of the hair-pulling things that happened. This is AFOP, that's Alliance Fiber Optic Products. And what's disgusting about this, we really haven't had much in the way of a decent trade with this since I've had it in the portfolio. We got a buy yesterday, and it closed just minimally against us on the close. What happened is they had an earnings report come out right after the market closed, and it just tanked this thing. And so when we opened up this morning, we took a $10,000 hit in Alliance Fiber Products, Alliance Fiber Optic Products. What's incredible to me, that after taking a $10,000 hit this morning, we still get out with over $14,000 in profits. We had a lot of good trades to offset this thing. That's all I can say. Some of you may say, well, Bob, why don't you stay away from these trades when we know there are earnings reports coming out? I'm going to tell you that we trade, I ignore earnings reports, but I ignore them for a reason. They come out in our favor more often than not, and I could even pull 2 or 3 stock trades in the last 5 years or so where those earning reports were so favorable that they constituted a major percentage of our earnings for the entire year. I mean, I'm talking about 30, 40, and even a $50,000 trade we had several years ago. No, we can live with these kinds of earnings reports that occasionally go against us. Okay, that's the bad thing that happened. This is Sempra that we got out of this morning. We had bought this yesterday, but this was the second trade that we had. The day before yesterday we bought it. We got out here and we actually took out nearly $6,000 there. Then we got back into it yesterday and got out this morning and took out over $4,000 this morning. Between those two, we had $10,000 in 3 days out of Sempra. Now, it would have been nice to have the crystal ball knew it was going to do this, because if we could have gotten out in the top there, we could have added $4,000 to that. But of course, you know, you make a mechanical system, you can't cover everything and be right all the time. So I'm very happy with $10,000 in 3 days in Sempra. Just a great stock for us. This is another great trade we had. This was in Lanet Company. We had bought that yesterday. It did close favorably, although not by too much, but it had a nice big gap up this morning. We got out here. We took out over $4,600 out of Lanet on our exit here, and you can see it was a good place to exit because it went down fairly substantially after we got out. So pretty happy with that. And finally, I want to show you InvenSense. This was a big surprise for us. We had bought this yesterday. It actually closed slightly against us, had a monstrous gap up and moved this morning. I wish it hadn't pulled back this much. It actually pulled back about 50% from where its high was up here and where it opened. But regardless, we're holding over $4,000 open trade in InvenSense, so that looks really good. But keep in mind, we have about $3,000 more dollars that we left up here, and let's hope that we can get that tomorrow maybe. Anyway, wild day again, very volatile markets, but we did pretty good. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. This is Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Friday.